Ronda Rousey. I know it's one of your favourite subjects when you're doing the SmackDown reviews and that kind of thing. So Ronda Rousey is said to have a hard out date of her WWE contract, with her leaving WWE supposedly happening way before next year's WrestleMania. This is the reason it's been suggested that Ronda and Shayna Baszler are now feuding. It seems to have been a bit sort of rushed together and put together, and that may well be the reason why. With Ronda rumoured that she'll be putting over Shayna before she leaves the company. I suppose the question really is Ronda's first run with WWE and Ronda's second run with WWE has been night and day.
And?
Well, it was really hard. Why?
Well, that's a statement. So
okay,
what's the question?
Okay, the question is, why was Ronda handled so well the first time, and what went wrong the second time to where she's not? She's nowhere near got the interest levels in her as she had in the first run.
Well, she did make a good statement. She says that the female ranks. Can you even say female anymore?
Yes.
The genetically female ranks of WWE, they are thin, very thin. Now, they had this problem about 10, 11 months ago with the guys. And you've heard me talk about bench strength. They had no bench. Now the girls really have no bench, so to speak. And I don't think bringing it back Trish Stratus really helped them that much. And they brought back a few more, but I mean, not to stay, but she is right that she didn't really have that opponent that she could really get off on. And I think Baszler, that is that opponent that she needed, but now it's too late. Now she's leaving. I don't know why she's leaving. She may be tired of it. So how old is Ronda Rousey?
Oh, I think she's younger than me. Hang on. She's 36. So she's the same age as me. There you go.
Okay. Well, but you said that they don't have the girls that they used to have, and I kind of got to agree with that. But Ronda, I think it took her some time to actually learn the pro style, but she's made a lot of mistakes. Like she wanted people to dislike her, but she would come out because they told her to, smiling and slapping hands. And, you can't be smiling at people and slapping hands and then get in the ring and expect them to boo you. I mean, that's not even her fault. That's creative's fault, whoever told her to do that. If you're going to be an asshole from the get-go. Go out there and, slap a program out of a kid's hand or somebody else's hand, or do something that, shows that you're just an antisocial person. I was going to say a word, but I corrected my tongue. I didn't do that. But they do a lot of things to me that's kind of even still backward, even with Triple H there. Seemed like he would see that. And they did correct it with some people, but maybe it was too late on Ronda. I don't know. But Ronda, she really never had a story that she could dig down into. She never had a story, and I know that I'm talking about this, the storyline of the bloodline, but she never had anywhere even close to that, because the stories last, wrestling matches don't. Now, how many times you going to turn on WWE Raw or SmackDown and they got a match going on, and the match technically and fundamentally is fine, but you don't feel anything for it because they don't have the story. It's like, in the same way, let me put it back in a boxing context. You see two boxers, and they're back and forth, and they seem to be fairly well talented. But who do you pull for? Hey, I pick colors. I go for the guy in the red trunks, because I like red. A football game, you don't know anything about these teams, but I don't like the colors, or I don't like the mascot, or I don't like the cheerleaders. But you got to have a reason to like or dislike anybody. And I think Ronda was a good example. You could dislike her very easily. Shayna Baszler, you could dislike her more because she looked tough. And well, those, how would you like to be on a blind date and all of a sudden Shayna Baszler, Shayna Baszler comes through that door with that makeup on? Oh my God, what the hell? See, I've always made it a habit of mine never to go out with women that I thought could kick the shit out of me. It's just one of my pet peeves. I just never did that. But yeah, I would like, but I do think also, let's go the other side of this. I think Ronda, her mouth is just a little bit too big, I think, or she got quoted a lot, and she would knock everybody else and knock the creative and knock this. And, you know, you have to have a little bit of style to you when you say things like that, kind of sugarcoat it a little bit. But she didn't sugarcoat anything. She just went out and said, hey, creative stupid, basically is what she was saying. Mm-hmm. So if I was on creative and she thought I was stupid, well, if she just thought I'm stupid now, I can really show her how stupid I am later on. So, but I don't know where she's going. If she's going back to, I don't think she'd be going back to MMA. I think, and I talked about her the last show. I watched her last couple of MMA matches. She got the dog crap beat out of her. So, but let's see where she goes. Hope she does well.
Well, let me tell you a couple of things. I think you're referencing the octogenarians who don't know anything in the back. That Ronda was referencing last year that we talked about.
Vince,
essentially, yeah. Twitter post complaining about having her match time cut. Now, that was only a few days ago, I think. And I think before she returned for a second run, or maybe even during, I can't remember, that she was complaining about fans booing her when she's supposed to be... and it's like, there's nothing like... You might as well just say, please boo me more.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, but like not having the... that not actually being in the plans, and you actually thinking, boy, this is going to work. If I just... here's what it was. Is during the first run, towards the end, she was getting a smattering of boos, and at some point she publicly complained about the smattering of boos. So by the time she gets in for her second run, quite a lot of fans aren't as warm to her maybe as in the first run, because she's... We'd say over her, she's seen her arse over it. I can't think of any other way of putting it. And it's sort of like set off in motion, just an underwhelming run from there.
Telling a wrestling fan not to do something is like telling them to do something. Don't boo me. I've done it 1,000 times. Don't you boo? And if you tell them not to, they love that. So they probably thought she was telling them to boo her. So she sent conflicting signals out. But I do think she had a mouth that she needed to temper a little bit. You like that word, temper? Mm-hmm. She needed to pull her words in a little bit. And because if you just look at Ronda, she looks like she's just a mean woman. Straight up. If she looked, and I imagine, wait a minute, I wonder what her husband thinks. She is married, right?
Yes, to another MMA fighter, Travis Brown.
Okay. Well, I bet they have some good matches in the bed at night. They need to put that on pay-per-view. I'd take that myself.
Maybe that might be an OnlyFans pay-per-view kind of thing. One that I wouldn't sign up for.